game. Pitched really well today. Mac Anglin threw the ball well. Obviously pitched out of a couple jams, had runners on base, had bases loaded, nobody out in the first, and got a pop up and a strikeout, walked the guy, but was able to escape that with minimal damage, and then had another big strikeout. I think we had bases loaded there again, and got another big punch out. Was able to escape some tough situations there. Pitched through some tough spots. Had 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. Clark was Clark. Gilbert was Gilbert. Overall we threw the ball really well. Swung the bats well. I was glad to see us have the first inning right there. We needed somebody to step up and come up with a big hit, runners on base. Briar Hawkins, 0-2, hit the double in the gap, or triple, I guess. Cleared the bases, and that was big for us. I thought that was the at-bat of the game. I know we hit some home runs later in the game. Parker had a home run. Henderson, Teodosio continues to swing a hot bat. So, overall, it was a great offensive game, and we pitched really well. And one player I would like to give a lot of credit to, I think it should be written about, is Peyton Alford, their starter, Friday night guy for them, in a night where he gives up some runs, and their pitching staff understand exactly where their pitching staff's coming from, trying to save bullpen arms for tomorrow and Sunday. They leave him out there. And he just competed his rear end off down by runs, and he did that for his team. So I want to give Peyton Alford some credit because he certainly deserves it, for going out there and competing as hard as he could and throwing 6 2/3 on a night where he gave up some runs. It says a lot about that young man and what he did for his team there.
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Gross from
Alex Dodd, Clemson Insider.
Go ahead, Alex.
How impressed were you with Mac and the way he was able to come out tonight on a Friday night start in a conference series and really start the game out well for you guys?
Well, he gave up some hits there in the first, but he kept pounding the strike zone, and he was able to escape the first with only giving up 1 run, which said a lot about him, being able to handle that moment. Things could have gotten sideways there real early in the ball game, but he was able to handle it. And again, I thought he threw a great ball game. His pitch count got fairly high. He was close to 70 pitches. I think he threw maybe 67. I don't know the exact number, but pitch count was fairly high for 3 innings. We felt like we needed to get him out of there. He almost got through the lineup twice when we brought Clark in. So he did a good job. I thought he did a really nice job, and Matt did a great job as well. So would have liked to have gotten Gilbert out of the game. I think he threw right at 30. He should be able to give us an inning tomorrow, but we'll have to check with him when he gets here. At the time it's 6-2. We've got 6 outs to go, and we had already gotten him hot, so we want to bring him in the game when we hit the 2 home runs. But would have liked for him to have thrown probably, 8 or 10 pitches less than he did to have him available for tomorrow. But, overall, we threw the ball really well, and was proud of Mac for being able to give us what he gave us tonight.
And how good was it to get production from the bottom of the lineup, particularly later in the game?
Well, those guys have been doing a great job. I mean, you look at it looks like, 8 out of 9 guys in the lineup today had hits for us. And, Briar Hawkins drove in 3. Henderson, hit a homer. Teo hit a homer. Frenchie had 2 hits, drove in a run and scored a run. So 6-9 was outstanding for us. And if you're going to score a lot of runs in a game, oftentimes that's what you got to do. Because quite honestly, we had 10 hits, but we didn't really have a bunch of really good at bats. They kind of came in spurts. But overall, it's great to get production from the bottom of the order.
Coach Trevor Gross from CUTigers.com. I know your record isn't quite what you had hoped it would be at this point in the season. And the offense struggled a little bit in the your last week or so, but getting Hackenberg back, Henderson's hitting now, 6-game hit streak for him, hit his first home run today. Seems like there's a lot of upside with this team. Pitching's been pretty consistent, and now the offense seems to be coming around. Just how do you feel about where you're at right now?
Well, I just feel like we've had a good week so far. Again, we don't want to make too much of it, but we want to make sure that the guys understand, that we've played good baseball in the 2 games that we've played this week. We've had a great week of practice, played good on Tuesday night, had a great game tonight. We just need to get some good momentum going, continue to play confident baseball, Clemson baseball. The past is the past. We keep talking about it, and quite honestly, we need to stop talking about it. We need to talk about what we're doing right now, and right now we played a good baseball game, and we need to do it again tomorrow. We've got, don't know if you guys are aware of it, Olenchuk will start tomorrow. We had to scratch Davis Sharp from his start tomorrow. Olenchuk's going to get the ball tomorrow, and we need Ty to be good. This is a good offense that we're facing Virginia Tech. Their numbers indicate they're pretty dang good, and they got a lot of left-handed hitters, so Ty needs to be good for us tomorrow. Got plenty of options out of the pen, but hopefully we can continue to pitch the way we've been pitching. Our pitching will give us a chance, and our offense is starting to get it going. Having guys like Hackenberg back in the lineup has certainly helped us, and hopefully we can continue to play good baseball.
Coach, Davis isn't injured, is he?
Well, he got scratched for a reason. Yes, if he was healthy, he'd be pitching. But we don't know. We don't know the extent of it quite yet. We'll know a little bit more tomorrow. We don't think that it's anything serious, but we want to be very cautious with him. We'll know more. Probably know a little bit more tomorrow over the next couple of days. We got to get him in to see the doctor. He got checked out by our doctors. Want to further take more looks at him tomorrow when we get a chance. But we are scratching him and being taking every precaution to keep him healthy.
I just wanted to confirm that it was an injury because I know you can't say if it's COVID related. So I just wanted to confirm that it's an injury.
Right.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, is there any kind of a timetable for Sam Hall's return?
He looks to have be able to start practicing, I think, probably somewhere between 10 to 14 days is kind of what I'm thinking right now. Somewhere between the next week to 2 weeks, he should be able to start practicing again.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we now have Briar Hawkins. Go ahead with questions.
Bryar, how good did it feel for you to have the day that you did with your production after the start of the season?
I'd say it's a big confidence booster. I just tried to be myself and just go back to what I've done since I've been here, and just really try to trust my swing and just be more confident. But it was nice.
I guess take us through that at bat there in the bottom of the first when you had the base clear and triple.
I think on one of the pitches I overswung a little bit too much, but once I got to 2 strikes, I knew that I had to be a lot shorter to the ball, get my foot down, and that's what I did. I tried to see the ball up, and luckily I got a pitch up that I could handle, and got a good swing on it.
How about your home run, Bryar? You had 7 of them a couple of seasons ago, and this was your first of the season. What kind of pitch was it, and how good did that feel to get your first?
It was nice. It was a triple, not a home run.
Oh, beg your pardon. Bryar, obviously with the offense struggling the way it did during that losing streak, how big was it for y'all to answer in the bottom of the first with those 5 runs just to kind of get some confidence and take a little bit of pressure off the offense?
That was a big confidence booster. We all know 1 through 9. We know that we can get the job done, and we've had some things not go our way, but that's not going to stop us from keep on competing at every pitch. So it was definitely good, and I think it was a big momentum for us to do that in the first inning.
Anything else for Bryar? All right, thanks, Bryar.
Thanks, Bryar.
Okay, last up is Matt Clark. Go ahead with questions.
Matt, how are you feeling on the mound today, and how good is it to have the production you did in game 1 of this series?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. I kind of struggled getting ahead early into counts, but the slider was there today, so that helped, and was able to get me back into the counts. And getting a Friday win, it's huge going into the weekend. Virginia Tech's a great team. They got a great offense and a pretty good staff. So getting a Friday win is pretty big.
What do you think of just the complementary nature of this pitching staff and the way you guys can really build off of each other's success on the mound?
Yeah, I think this is one of the tightest bullpen groups that we've had, especially since I've been here. I've been here for 5 years now. So, it's great. You love hanging out with those guys and just competing against each other and, trying to one-up each other, in a positive way during the game.
What did you think of Mac's start and the way that he handled the moment on a Friday night start against a top 15 team?
I mean, Mac's an absolute dude. He's going to be the same competitor no matter what time he's going into the game, no matter who we're playing. So, he has that bulldog mentality, and, he's going to give us a strong start for us, and which he did.
Matt, what can you say about the job that Jonathan French has done behind the plate, filling in for Adam these first few weeks of the season?
I mean, he's been awesome. I mean, you can't ask for much more as a pitcher. Obviously it will be great to have Hack back in there with us, but the job that Frenchie's done has just been, tremendous.
Anything else for Matt?